Hey girls, so it's just Bethany here today with Girl Defined Ministries, and today we are going to be talking about be a girl who lives with vision, passion, and purpose. So for those of you who don't know, Girl Defined Ministries is actually not the first ministry that Kristen and I founded. So rewind several years ago, like actually late high school, and we actually founded a different ministry. And there may be some of you out there who have been faithful followers from the very beginning, but the name of this ministry, or actually the website blog, I guess, was called BairdSisters.com. So this was actually before Kristen and Zach even got married. So we were like, yeah, we want to start a blog for girls. We want to kind of like do this. We didn't really exactly know what we were doing, and we didn't have a clear plan of where we were going, but we were excited about it. So one day we just kind of like launched a blog, and unfortunately after that, the consistency and motivation kind of like waned, and we weren't that consistent. So months would actually go by and we'd be like, oh, we didn't write a blog. What should we do? Let's try to scrounge something up. And eventually the whole blog and website and everything just kind of like dwindled down to where it really was basically like a joke because we weren't doing anything with it. So Kristen and I had a meeting and we were like, okay, we've got to decide, like, are we passionate about like doing this blog thing or starting a ministry, or is this like, are we not passionate about it? Do we have any vision for this? Like, do we want to spend our lives doing this? So we went out to a coffee shop, one of our favorite places to go, and we talked about it. We just sat down and we said, okay, is this something that we feel passionate about? Do we have a vision for this? And do we want to spend our lives, like our purpose, going about this? And so we talked about it, we had a meeting, and we decided through talking for a really long time that that was something that we were passionate about. We did have a vision for it. And long story short, we came up with Girl Defined, and for several years now, this is what you see. But something very, very, very insightful happened during that time of deciding for Girl Defined Ministries and deciding if we were passionate about this topic. We came up with 3 things, which I mentioned just a minute ago: vision, passion, and purpose, which helped us determine what we really wanted to spend our lives doing. And I've taken those 3 little words and applied them to everything. You've probably heard me talk about, you need to look for a guy with vision, passion, and purpose. But today I'm going to be talking about you, and I'm going to be talking about me, and I'm going to be talking about being a woman, being a girl who lives with vision, passion, and purpose. So here's why vision, passion, and purpose is so important. Whether it's for Kristen and I deciding that we wanted to basically invest hours upon hours and weeks upon weeks and days upon days and years upon years into Girl Defined Ministries, or if it's for you figuring out what you want to do with your life and what you're spending your time on. So basically, here's how it works. You look at your vision. Do I have a vision for my life? Me as a girl, I need to have a vision because my vision will ultimately drive my passion and my purpose in life. That will drive what I spend my time on. That will drive what I get like excited about and motivated to do. That will drive me through the long, hard nights like I just had of working hours upon hours on a project. And for me and for Kristen, we had a vision for investing into younger women. And we decided, or just women in general, not even younger women, but discipling and teaching them about God's design for womanhood. And because of that vision, that fueled our passion and we got excited about it. Like, yes, there's a need out there. We want to tell young women and older women, anyone who will listen, about God's incredible purpose for them. And that passion fueled our purpose. And we started working hard. We launched Girl Defined Ministries, and then we started spending the hours working on it. We started getting consistent with blogs and now videos, and the long hours where it was behind the scenes boring. No one really knew about it. We're just investing time. Our purpose in life was driven by the fact that we were passionate about God's design for women, and we had a long-term vision of where we wanted to go with this. We wanted to spend our lives making an impact and serving God, and for, making an impact for eternity. And so for you, I want you to think about it. It doesn't have to be a massive vision, but what is your vision for your life? And how are you passionate because of that vision? And your daily purpose every day, how is that impacted by your passion and by your vision? So let's first start out with vision. Now, if you have a vision for like something, maybe drinking coffee, you are going to be like, yes, I want to be a coffee connoisseur. I love coffee. I want to spend my life drinking coffee. Not a bad thing, but if that's your entire life vision, you are going to, grow passionate about this type of coffee, that type of coffee. And then your purpose on a day in and day out basis is going to be like, oh, what new coffee shops can I try? How can I order new coffee? How can I roast it? How can I make it? And your entire life will be driven by your vision, by your passion, and by your purpose. But I want to challenge you girls out there to have a bigger vision for your life. I want to challenge you to have a spiritual vision. So a vision that says, as a Christian girl, I'm going to spend all of eternity eternity with my Savior in heaven, and I'm going to be worshiping him. And when I look back on my life, how do I want to have spent it? And do I want to have invested into people? What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? What passions and gifts and talents has God given me? And so figure out what kind of vision you want for your life. Is it investing into younger women? Is it maybe, going out and helping young moms babysit their kids and investing into family? Is it starting a blog? Is it just helping your own family? Is it, making things and selling them and donating that money to a certain ministry or cause? Whatever it is, come up with a vision for your life, whether it's small or big. Get excited about it, get passionate about it, see the purpose in it, and then allow that to drive your daily purpose. Because when you're day to day, day in and day out, no one really sees you, you're working hard on whatever that is, you're going to be motivated because you're going to be passionate about it because of the vision, your long-term vision. So I really just challenge you to come up with a vision for your life, whether small or big. Think about it, really get excited about it, a spiritual vision, something that has a lasting impact, and grow passionate about. Think about that vision, get excited about, go, wow, this could make a difference, and then allow that vision and that passion to drive your purpose day in and day out. And like I mentioned earlier, if you are a Christian, you are going to be spending eternity in heaven with God. And I really don't think when you look back on your life, you're going to look back and go, man, I wish I had had more time on Netflix. I wish I had spent more time on social media. Man, if only I had spent more time just jamming out to music. Oh, if only I had spent more time like just having all of my TV shows in front of me and watching them all. Whatever it is, I don't think you're going to look back and wish you had done more of that. What I think you're going to look back and wish you had done more of is more of serving God, more of making disciples, more of living out your Christian faith on a day-to-day basis, growing in your relationship with God, more of reading God's word. So I want you to think long-term with this vision, passion, and purpose. Don't get so caught up right here and right now in this temporary world that we live in. Think of yourself as an ambassador for Christ and think of the impact that you could have as God's disciple here, making disciples, going and making disciples of the people that are around you. Think with that in mind. So think bigger as a Christian girl. And I really think that will help you create a stronger spiritual vision, which will fuel your passion and fuel your purpose as a young woman. So I really hope you've been challenged and encouraged by this whole idea of vision, passion, and purpose, because it's been super helpful for me, honestly, thinking about the kind of woman that I want to be and the kind of woman that I want to become, and really even thinking about, like I've said before, the kind of guy that I want to marry. I want to marry a guy with a strong spiritual vision, with a passion for the Lord, and with a purpose that he walks that out on a day-to-day basis. And even with our ministry here at Girl Defined, that's a fueling factor of what we do. We have our vision, that drives our passion, which motivates our daily purpose. So I would love to hear from you. Do you have any idea what your spiritual vision or your vision could be for your life? Even if it's just something that's small, that starts right now, that could fuel your passion and fuel your purpose day in and day out. If you do and you can think of something, I would love to hear from you. Comment below in the section and we can talk about it then. And if you have any questions, you're like, I don't really get it, comment below because I would love to talk about it with you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a double thumbs up since it's just me. And if you want to see more from Kristen and me, you can subscribe to our channel below because we usually both post new videos every Wednesday. And what is it called? Choose to be. I always forget to look up the topic. That's really great. I'm excited. Okay. Clog nose. I have no idea if that made any sense. 3, 2, 1, start over. For like, okay.